Alright, welcome along SuperCars NZ GT3s. Having a blast here at Twin Ring. And yeah, wow, what do we got? Nearly 35 cars on track. Big night, summer series. Yeah, how's Sean?
Doing good, man. Glad to be back here in the lounge with you after a little bit of a break over Christmas and New Year, and can't wait for this. We've got GT3 hitting each other. It doesn't like watching people hit each other. I saw that on the screen. So yeah, and I think we're about round 4. I think Doug's going to tell us a little bit more about the race side of things a little bit later on. But we're halfway through quali. And a couple of well-known names near the top there that we haven't seen for a while.
Yeah, that's one. Mr. Kyle George, MRX entry. Dion DeGraaf joined us this season. I know he's probably raced every race, but hey, you know, this is the first time we're back in the lounge, Sean.
I know. I mean, at NZ, people take notes out there. Definitely.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Punch those numbers and yeah, we're away.
Rule number 1 is do no prep. Okay, so everything tonight is straight off the tongue, people.
Yeah, literally, I haven't opened OBS since the MRP special event we had a while ago, so
yes.
my computer remembered everything, and here we are diving around Twin Ring.
So I hope everyone can hear our voices, because you know we want. Hopefully all the mics are working and everything. And we've done no checks. You've gone and dry, so we'll see how we go.
How's it looking out on that wheel, Doug? We got Doug in here tonight, just gonna help us out with a bit of track data and a bit of fuel and what's happening with the championship points, and yeah, here we go, Doug.
Not on the right on.
Yeah, no, looking really good over here. It's but like you said last week, Wayne, feels a wee bit odd to be here but not behind the wheel of the driving seat. So we've got to up the game and find some more stuff to talk about rather than clicking around on cameras. So you've got Mr. Shane White up there on the screen at the moment, the DSA entry.
Hey, Doug, that's for the commentator's curse right there.
I know.
See
that. Just throw him under the bus, mate.
Yeah.
Did a ropeable on that one. So he's currently sitting 8th on the qualifying, and he's actually sitting 8th in the GT3 Championship as well. His teammate Mark Wright in the other DSA entry is just back down in 17th at the moment. And he's sitting in 5th. So Shane's got a good jump on him tonight to possibly get some points back against his teammate. But yeah, looking down the order of who we've got sitting in there. So Blake Dowdall, who's currently sitting in P1 at the moment, is also P1 in the championship. Just a reminder to everyone, he's only 14 years old.
There we go, young brain, quick mind. Who was that? Who was that?
Oh, still going slow. Oh, it's Marty. Bad luck, Marty. Don't know from there. Hey, we seem to attract the young fellas to this league, all the fast guys. So leaves us older fellas languishing at the back. But oh well.
Yeah, it certainly does. And next one behind Blake is the one and only Craig Mason, sitting in second, who's only just shy of P2 on the podium, on pole position for P2 tonight, behind Kyle George, who's joined us. And then in 3rd place in the championship is Blake Grenhall, who's currently sitting back down there in 10th. So a lot of our names that we're seeing in the top 10 are also the ones that are sitting there in the overall standings. A few names that are outside of that marker at the moment is Wright-Off Jenkins, Peter Vanderberg and Thomas McCole. So a few of those guys, we'll have to keep an eye on them throughout the night to see them coming up through. Another one that I've left out is Jared Eccleston, or Stonesy. He's a new PSR member. Very fast and very consistent. So I think his strategy for tonight was to get a qualifying lap in, but not try too hard. But I see at the moment that's landed him in 16th spot. So if that's him not trying too hard, then he's got some great racing ahead of him for this evening.
Alright, cheers, mate. Appreciate all that input.
Yeah,
Should be
cool,
good.
cool. That's alright.
yeah,
We'll boot him out when the race starts.
Just dragging it out. So what have we got? We've got only about 3 minutes to go. So it's coming down to the Dion's. Wow, Craig's dropped down there. So Dion's up into second in quali. They've all really been talking about the fuel strategy. I don't think Doug quite went into that, but you're still here, Doug. So I think it's going to be 2 stops, but it's right on the border. You can fuel save for 1. Am I correct?
Different cars, different strategies. So the Audi and the Ferrari are very quick fuel burners. Last week it looked like the BMW had the edge over people on fuel economy and pace. The Merc not too far behind on that. So it sounds like the guys are going to have to take 1 full load because it's capped at 35%. And that's of a total of 110. So I'll let you work out the mathematics on that. I think it's somewhere around about 39 or 47 litres or something like that. And then the second stop they're likely to have to take somewhere around that 15 litre mark. So to be able to fuel save enough for those guys to not warrant a second stop will be quite hard to achieve. So I'm interested to see how those BMWs and Merc drivers go tonight against some of these other ones that are easily lapping in the low 119s.
Oh, correct.
Yeah, we should biff those times up. Have a look.
Have a look at those times, because...
Yeah, 119.525 for Kyle George. Top spot. Obviously, hasn't lost it in the iRacing world. Just jumps in our league and just takes preliminary pole.
and the quickest of all the Mercedes so far as well. As you can see there, we've got 1 Mercedes at the front, followed by Ferrari, 3 Audis, which is my car pick of choice, and then the Porsche. So the first BMW in the line is Blake Grenhall there in 8th spot.
Yeah, Nick Mitchell. So Team MRX first and 4th right now. Yeah, down the graph. Some Blake's entry Audi.
Yeah. Well, while we've still got just a little bit of time left, I'll just have a quick chat about the race circuit this evening. So it is Twin Ring MotoG, or Motegi, as some other people call it. It's recently been renamed the Mobility Resort, and that's because it has 2 racetracks at it. It has a 2.5 kilometre oval and a 2.8 kilometre road course. This evening we're running on the shorter of the two road circuits, which is the East Circuit, and that comes in at 2.4 kilometres. So
which is my favourite. I like this one over the other one. It's definitely a little bit better.
And this is the one that we've seen feature on the V8s a few times, as Sean's trying to kick the cat away from the simulator again. Followed him through to the bathroom.
How did you know? It's so good.
So Blake's car spinning out in front of Blake. So Blake's best time 1.19.631.
And just rounding up the last of the qualifying time, no heat racing, so if they've crossed the line with a little bit of time left, they get to finish that lap.
Yeah, so 40-minute race tonight on the clock. We'll definitely miss the last lap as we normally do. We'll get 45. There we go.
Doug, could you stop correcting Wayne? That's my job. Thank you. And also, how does it feel, Doug, to be on the other side of that? Because normally it's me and Shane correcting you. I'm not trying to be mean, but I thought I'd get that in quickly.
It was like a double burn.
It was.
You offended, I offended Wayne. You then offended Wayne, and then you offended me. So
yeah, I know, it's good. And he was only 5 minutes out, which was minor compared to some of the stuff you've gone about. Right.
Mate, I was only like seconds out.
Oh, I love
I
it.
can't remember what we're
Love it,
talking
love
about, but it's good.
it. Down low, bringing it back into the pits.
Well, no, these are the people just disgusted with their lap times, just thinking about where they could have gone better.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
some heartbroken, some really excited. So let's see how this pans out.
Yeah.
So it'll be interesting to see Dane Northdirth there in 16th. He had a pretty good practice race event last night. Kept it very clean, apart from getting into a bit of a tangle with Nick Mitchell. So as long as those two don't seem to find each other on track, it should be pretty clean. Blake and Shane's going to be an interesting race to watch, but I think Blake will have it over Shane, as the qualifying time there would see dividends for that one. Sam Neill there in 7th. Watch out for him at turn 1, the snowplower. We'll see if it happens.
Sounds awesome.
Thanks for that. I'll just have a little look there, see what going on.
Yeah.
Cars
are gridding up.
Yeah.
Right, let's have a look at it.
Well, this is Wade's go-to. I get so excited that I realise they got a whole lap around, Doug, or was it a half lap? Where are they? That's the back straight. No, where is it?
It's just coming down into turn 1, so yes, they will have a full lap.
Full lap. Oh, lots to talk about in that full lap, sweetie.
All good. So, Kyle George, pole position. Team MRX, Blake Dowdle still to come in. Dion DeGraaf, 3rd spot. Nick Mitchell still to come in. Craig Mason, 5th in the Race Sims KRF Audi there. Darren Lobb still to jump in. Sam Neill, 7th spot. Blake Greenhill, 8th in the Property Edge BMW. Shane White in the DSAE.
Good luck, bro.
Entry, Supercars NZ on the windscreen there, and Stuart Crawford, 10th spot. Alright, you want to take over, Sean?
Yeah, mate. If we go to him, we got Scott McKenzie in 11th. Shane McLeod, who hasn't quite gridded it yet, in 12th. Jonathan Turner is 13th. Matthew Gerard, 14th. James McKenzie, 15th. Famous Dane in 16th. Jared in 17th. Trent in 18th. Mark Wright, the Welshman, the DSA livery there. He's going to get some more money in 19th. And a Hamiltonian there, I believe, and Derek Lovegrove in 20th.
Yeah, very cool.
And the GT40 too.
Yes.
Yeah, a few of the names down the list there. We've got Steve Darren and there, Peter Vanderberg, Rydolph Jenkins, Dan Turner, Marty Mitchell, Jared Mead, 54 represent, Mr. Bill Kilger, James Isherwood, Brendan Brownie, stick it out till the end, Brownie, Jeff Horgan, Thomas McCall, and Cole Taylor. So a couple of quick runners sitting down the back there, and as I said earlier, some of the guys in the top 10 of the championship standings. One of those being Thomas McCall. He currently sitting in 32nd spot. Cole Taylor, another very fast runner. Be prepared to see his numbers climb.
Alright, here we are up the front. Kyle George looking back on the back on the grid, winding down. What have we got? 33 cars out on track right now. So yeah, looking forward to this. 33 New Zealanders ready to get medieval at Twin Ring. Sound like fun, Sean?
It does indeed. Does indeed. I've got a few texts coming in saying I'm a bit loud on the stream there, Wayne, so you might have to turn me down a little.
No, it's just because you're
you might
excited,
have to hold
mate.
your microphone a wee bit further away
excited.
from your face.
No,
I don't have a microphone. It just follows me. The crew just follow me wherever I go.
Yeah, alright, this is going to be fun. Interesting camera view here when we start the race on the roof of Kyle George's MRX entry. Sim Black's breathing down his neck. Yeah, he's gone.
He's
straight
gone.
off, no holds barred. Wow.
Jumped them.
Yeah.
2-3 cars.
Certainly got a good launch there.
How crazy is that when the first
Scroll
car is
down
going
the
into
order of
turn
this
one,
corner and see what's...
the last car is just coming out of the last corner. That's how spread out they are.
Wow, reasonably clean. Good to see.
It's good to see. He's got a gap. We're nearly. Nice.
Jared, your car's jumping all over the show, mate. It's really bad.
Yeah, certainly
Oh.
very clean start here at Twin Ring tonight. Brought to you by Allports Gaming and Direct Screens Tauranga. Yeah,
Massive
very
battle
good.
between Dion DeGraff and Blake Dowdle already.
Yeah, that's certainly gonna happen. We'll just keep an eye on the full grid, and you guys keep an eye on the front. We'll whew, yeah.
Yeah, I got an eye on the battle. I'm waiting for it to line up to let you know. But look at that. Oh!
Yeah, Nick Mitchell putting his money on Blake there. And Darren Love certainly ooh, not too far behind in his Simrex Porsche with Craig Mason.
I think you realise. Yes. Oh!
Craig Mason always in the mix, so here we go, hop on the nose here. This will be what we're looking at. So this is battle top 6.
Jason knows.
Yeah, chucks it out there.
I think Dion was just trying to get a bit of warmth into those front
Oh,
tyres.
Oh, and he's around.
He's lost the brakes.
1, 2,
I
3,
think-
4, 5, 6, 7, 8,
You
9,
can't
10,
go.
11,
Oh, no.
12, 13, 14, 15, 16,
He can't go. He
17,
gets away
18,
from the whole
19, 20,
Yeah, the whole
21,
field.
22 positions. Just as
Down
he
to
pokes his
30
nose
seconds.
back. Sean, you're not allowed to laugh.
No, it's okay. I actually think he just jammed on the brakes. We get a replay of it. So he's
Yeah.
trying to avoid the car in front. So he's been Mr. Nice Guy. And look what happened to him. So
Yeah, right, let's hop back up the front, God, George. Mean count, but these three certainly, yeah, taking control of the race might put a bit of a gap on these guys and see how far.
so what? How many cars do you think Craig's going to get back? I reckon he's going to get 13.
14.
Oh, there we go.
Oh.
$5 is down on that table.
So it's the 31st now. So
There we go.
There we go.
I reckon he'll probably even do more than that.
I reckon he'll
he'll
make top 10. So there you
Oh,
go.
yeah,
I reckon,
that's 21 positions.
I
You reckon?
reckon 21. Yeah.
There you
Wow.
go. Well done.
Okay.
Let's see if we can do it.
All right,
It's a long
13,
race.
14 and 21.
It's almost a 40-minute race in a couple of minutes, wait.
Yeah.
So you'll
Oh,
be
yeah,
right.
well, there you go. Oh, love it.
Yes.
All right, Blake Greenhill being sneaky there, hanging around 5th
Yep.
spot.
Good battle happening between Jonathan Turner and Shane White.
Yeah, I've been watching that. That's when he got on my other screen. I think he got him.
Yeah.
Oh, not Shane White. Sorry, I was actually looking at the
Ooh,
battle with the
wow.
other.
So,
Yeah.
Oh, Mark Wright.
Yeah, Mark Wright. Yeah,
so Dane, Trent Bennett, there's battles everywhere.
it's good. Eh?
Awesome.
we should keep us entertained.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, some working looking stuff.
Grid.
Oh. Now, we do have to just make a quick mention. Can you bring Gerald Eccleston up on the screen? Just one in front of Steve Darren there.
Oh, yep.
Jared Eccleston sporting the number 043, running a monster livery, and for anyone in the racing industry, circuits and stuff would be able to put those two and two together. So he's dedicating this rate to the late Ken Block, who passed away recently last week in the snowmobile accident. Yeah, so Jared asked us if he could run the 43 over his normal number 5. And the best he could find for a livery was a monster one, so he's gone with a white and black monster livery. So cheers to that, Jared, and big ups to you there, KB, Forever 43.
Yeah, certainly a massive loss to the film industry. Yeah.
Fast and Furious are going to miss him, aren't they?
Yeah,
Because that's what he did. Just cool videos, man. They were cool.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, and
Doesn't
wicked,
that
wicked
give
driver, and certainly,
Yeah.
race to the racing and certainly the YouTube and everything that they used to get up to.
100%. Yeah.
Yeah, alright. Still good battles here. Nick Mitchell.
This is what I'm watching. Who's driving the pits early?
Sam Neill putting early.
That's way too... Does he think he can get home from here?
Well,
What are you thinking?
he might be doing the reverse of the strategy, coming in now and taking that sort of that 14 odd litres. I doubt that there's probably used that much. Take that much fuel and then drive it
That's
through
fine.
a full tank and take another full tank. It's sort of a bit of a role reversal. I'm going to have a look back and see if there was any issue with Sam Neill having a whoopsie off the track.
Yeah, do that, thank you. So I've actually got I've had over the mic, I had Dion been on the mic just voicing his opinion.
Oh yeah, certainly something happened there earlier on.
Yeah, so you got a replay of that? Whoa, wait, don't you go anywhere.
Yeah. Dion DeGraaf certainly putting the hammer down and wanting to get back a few
having
positions.
the race with Matt Gerard there, but Matt being an equally fast car, he definitely doesn't have to give way to anyone. Everyone's on green laps. Go for gold.
Alright, Dion DeGraaf went off track. Let's have a quick look, eh? So, lost it on his own.
There you go, thank you.
Yeah.
Well, that's probably why he was...
And then we're 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7...
You're loving that part, aren't you?
8.
And I said we haven't put the Allports thing back on in between, but that's alright, we don't care.
Oh yeah, we'll get there.
Yeah, we'll sort that out.
Yeah.
Look, Allports up the top there.
Good
Always
fun.
chilly. We got your back, boy.
Alright, bit of bad luck there, Dion, but yeah.
Blake Grenhall's up into third spot, and he's got the ever fast Nick Mitchell bearing down in his rear mirror.
Yeah, let's have a look at that, eh?
Craig's already up to 21.
Oh,
Craig,
there you go.
just at the moment, but I'll just put that in there.
Yeah.
So what was he, 31st, so...
Yes, you said, yeah.
So that's 10.
Yeah, my 13's way out the window.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
My 14's looking vulnerable.
Luckily, Wayne didn't put a bet on it.
No, that's right.
Oh,
What a loser.
thought it was $5 for a cheeseburger, but oh well.
Yeah. And another good shot to look at will be the back of Nick Mitchell's car at Blake Dowdle behind him. He's one who often finds the mistakes of other drivers and capitalises off it.
Yeah, rebuild entry Ferrari.
Yeah, young fellow with the up-and-coming world at his hands, 14 years old. A North Island champion in the Formula Fords. So, yeah, big name to keep an eye out for, that's for sure.
Yeah, certainly. Don't we owe him some money as well? We figured that out.
Who's this?
Is it
Blake?
him?
Nah, young Jack was our other guy.
Oh, have you not
Young
paid
fella.
people out yet? Wait, there'll be interest involved.
Oh, I'm waiting for bloody some data so I can pay it.
Oh, is that
Yeah, fair
Nick
enough,
that
mate.
crashed? It was too.
Was it Nick?
Nick Mitchell crashed.
Yeah, that's right. Oh, Wade will have that. Yeah, sorry, Wade will get back to you and make sure those people get their money. This,
So Nick Mitchell was
Whoa.
They were
Who was that on the
so close to
inside?
Blake. So close to Blake.
I reckon he went through him.
Wow. Oh no,
Wow.
he clipped him. Hold on, give me.
Oh, Blake Dowdle crashed. Brendan
yeah,
Browning
I'm
crashed.
just looking at that now.
Alright, so
Oh,
Oh, he might have
Oh,
been
is that-
checking himself after getting clipped, or just semi-clipped by.
no, he's
Don't
just
know.
run.
No. Yeah, alright.
It's a hard braking zone through there.
I fucking know, hey. I know it's the same one, Sean, shut up.
Everybody else is just having dramas, and Kyle George's like. Do-do-do-do-do.
So
How'd that
yes,
go, bro? How'd that go?
Yeah,
Thanks, Doug.
making himself a cup of tea like the
These GT3 cars, as I said, they always just tend to, the rears need to start coming around in them. And We've got a 24-hour coming up, so I'm doing the 24-hour with a bunch of dudes, so that should be cool. So I've got to get my handle around these GT3s again and back into this.
Oh, cheers for the invite, guys. It's alright.
Oh no, it's a Serious As team. The Serious As.
Oh, okay, yeah. So
Yeah.
here's a lap with Kyle George. You can see his cup of tea is just made in the cup holder on the right hand side there.
Aaron, to get away from that awkward moment that we just had. Yeah, thanks, Wayne. Good.
No dramas, no dramas. All
really,
right, Kyle
really hot.
George. Yeah,
Sorry,
shoots.
that's what I was just going to say. Yeah, click on down through the order.
Yeah, that's the plan. So Darren Lobb got a bit of race room around him with Blake Greenhill sitting in third spot. He'll have a big smile on his face down the graph, back up to fourth. So
Yeah, massive medal behind him.
yeah, oh, and did some bad braking there at that corner. So it'd be interesting to see if he can catch Blake. Very seasoned GT3 racer.
Oh, who's that
down
coming
the
out?
graph.
Who's that coming out of the pits? Again, I still think the pit stops are too early. Who was been at the
So Blake Dowdle had been through the pits. Nick Mitchell, Brendan Brownie. Brendan Brownie had an issue before where he crashed.
Well, there's your pit stops there. We'll jam them up.
Thank
So
you.
nobody in the top 25 is pulled in yet. So we're rolling with Shane McLeod at the moment. MRX. Scott McKenzie just in front of him. This is a good battle here. Shane McLeod, Matthew Gerard, Shane White, always in the mix of things.
Yeah, he was showing the nose just at the corner before there on Matt Gerard, so I don't think it'll be too long before Shane wants to round him up.
Yeah, pushing him up in the 7th spot. Interesting to see how that pans out.
We'll have a quick shout out to this week's race sponsor, shall we there, Wayno?
Yeah, go for it, Doug. You know the jargon and the gist and the data, man. Go for it.
Yeah, so big ups to Mike Limbrick this week, race week sponsor. His company, Direct Screens Tauranga, come on board. Thank you, Mike, for that. So yeah, Mike's company specialises with roller door screens and window screens, more like insect protection sort of screen door kind of things. You can find Mike in the yellow pages. He doesn't have Facebook or Google, so you can find him in the yellow pages. It's Direct Screens Tauranga. And he services up as high as Waihi and down as far as Papamoa. You can also get in contact with Mike on email, and the email is quite an easy one. It's sales, S-A-L-E-S, sales, at directscreens.co.nz.
Very cool, yeah, and you can tell he's obviously got some old school workmanship there, considering he's not on Facebook or the internet or has any websites or...
Yeah, well, I think Mike's our oldest player on the field, isn't he?
Yeah, that's
He
right.
sure is.
Yeah,
Hey,
oldest sim racer, yeah, well done,
to
Mike.
be honest, he's had his ups and downs too with us, you know. But credit to the guy, and this is what I like about old school people, is you just dust yourself off, you get back up, you get back on it, and you just forget about it, you know. And that's what I like about him, and he loves doing this, and we appreciate all his support. So thank you very much, Mike.
Yeah, very cool, Mike. Cheers for that. Yeah, speaking of old fellas, here's Steve Darrow.
That's a brilliant segue. Let's go through the old schools. All right.
I hope you're watching, Steve. Yeah.
So there's Steve.
Who else is old?
Scott Pickering. Scott
No,
Pickering.
he's not that old.
No, but he's old school supercar.
He's OG.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Oh, I don't know, Sean. You'll have to tell us who all the old people are.
Oh, Bill. Bill.
He's just dive straight in.
Yeah, shot Bill, ESI entry there. One of the original supporters of SuperCars NZ.
Yeah.
Captain Grumpy, forever faithful. Everyone loves him and hates him at the same time.
Yeah, I love his signed hat that he very
He
proud,
made a lot of
proud
money.
moment
Yeah.
for Bill Kilger. Made a lot of money for
Yeah.
a lot of money
Yeah,
for
that was.
mental health in New Zealand, and yeah, very cool.
Yeah, and if you're ever wondering what the Bill Kilger name means, not only to us but to probably quite a lot of people in New Zealand, just Google his name, have a look in there. There's his name in the drag racing scenes. First person to build a 10-second motor in the street class entry, and I think it was the first.
1,000 horsepower.
Three, yeah,
1,000
1,000 horsepower.
horsepower. Yeah.
Ah,
Yep.
so yeah, some awesome achievements there for Bill back in the day.
Yeah.
Now,
Very cool.
now he's just a humble gentleman sipping his whiskey and cigar. Has to put them down to come and turn wheels with us and grump at people for getting in his way.
Yeah, here we go. Here we go. Sean gains. Position gains.
Oh, there's conversation starters.
Yes.
Craig's already up to 13. I'm loving that. That's just it's like I like how we started that because we can always come back to it now.
spots.
Yeah. I wonder if Steve will make it easy for him, or if I was Steve, I know what I'd be doing. Craig's a bit lucky.
Yeah,
He's done a lot more for a lot less.
Craig would be like, oh well, this is the end of my run.
I wonder if Steve goes, oh, did I hit you? We just had that conversation.
Yeah, this would be a
Yes.
very, very good. That's a very good point because former teammates, but certainly very good mates, and always a bit of a laugh, eh?
It is indeed. It is. So there's not massive jumps from up and down. Obviously, the people that have missed out.
There's a
have
McLaren in front. Did
Yeah.
you see the flames? Look.
Yeah.
Sorry to interrupt.
Toasty, yeah.
So that's a bogus thing
Marshmallow
from
machine.
Taranaki getting involved there.
Yeah.
Marshmallow maker. Oh, here's a run.
Steve Darren. Oh, the car's disappeared.
Holy.
Got all technology, but there we go. Steve Darren made a move on
Oh,
James McKenzie.
James McKenzie. Yeah, so one up on
Craig will be on the
Mason.
flashes.
yeah. Flashing his lights. Let's have a look.
Let's wait for it. Here we go. No, you're flashing all over the place, mate. It's not my lights.
he doesn't even need lights with how bright that car looks. You don't need a flashlight and no one.
James
Wait for it, Craig
McKenzie up 3 spots. Got to be happy with that, James.
Yeah. Player of the match so far does go to Cole Taylor, as I said, coming from the back. He's up 14 spots into 20th.
Yeah, well, Steve Darren up 10 into 11th. So
Here we go. This will be the run. He's got to have it.
Oh no, he got away from
and
there.
Yeah.
oh, the McLaren is melting the front of that car.
Yeah, the airbox is melted now.
Oh, he's putting it on Steve Darren. Oh, neck and neck, bumper to bumper, and there goes Craig Mason walking past.
And he's redressing it. So there we go.
Oh, Steve, all good. Bit of fun. Supercars.
And there's the apology as well from James.
Yeah, he just apologised, and that's what I've asked from the drivers. You know, he knows he is wrong, and everyone gets a little bit frustrated. But what I love about this league and what we do here in New Zealand, we don't get a lot of abuse over the mic, which I'm a massive fan of because no one's perfect, and because you see some horror stories, when you look online and stuff on Facebook, the videos where they're just absolute teeing off at each other. And if you've ever been in an Aussie server, they're pretty bad for that too.
I hope you didn't say that out loud just now. All right, who do you want to hot lap with, Sean? Where do you want to go, mate? What do you want to do?
All right. So, person we haven't talked about, and I haven't seen much, Shane McLeod. I know he's an MRX car.
Yeah.
But you know, he's been a solid entry in that DL Merc. So we'll wait to get him start. And I don't really know this track, but we'll see if he mates his apexes, and we'll see if he holds a bit of pace through a few corners. We're actually on him now, so we'll just have a look. The Merc was the go-to vehicle last season, but how many Mercs have we got in the field this time, Wayne? I'm not too sure. Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
11.
6, 7. Oh, there we go. Yeah, with the Merc
11.
winning the race at the moment. So.
Oh, yeah, so the mech's still doing alright.
Yeah, definitely.
I still can't remember that sound you made when you tried. What was it
Merk.
sounding
Merk. You can hear it. Listen to it. Should have turned it up. Merk. Yeah. Oh, he's coming into the pits. He's in the pits.
We got Dion in the pits too.
Do your lap.
So here we are in the pits here. You cut that pits? Perfect. Car in front, useless. Didn't cut it. You cut that pits as much as you can. So he would have done practice on that. He's up on the jacks, he's getting some tyres. He's doing it well. He's taking a sip of his drink, you see, resetting his fuel numbers, and he's away. He's not away. He's not away. And then he's just getting the gas. And he's away. Oh, what a guess.
Craig Mason in the pits there too.
Ooh. Was he oh, Craig's catching.
Alright, here we are. Shane McLeod down 2 spots now, but obviously the car's still to put in front of him. Go, Sean, go!
Alright, so yeah, turn 1. Sorry, you want to turn in and hit the apex, which he's done that. That's how you do it. Under the bridge, car there, watch out, cut that corner. I would have cut a bit more, but it's alright. You know, living life on the edge, I do. And through these S sections again, you need to really cut that corner so you get a good run out of here. Down this little back straight. Now, obviously, head over to the left-hand side of the track. I don't know how deep you go into brakes, but it's probably second gear. Yeah, I was plucking first. Oh, he did go first. Early on the gas. Coming around here, obviously, so it's this foot flat until we get up to this S section. It's about keeping the speed up, so does he go to second or third? Third?
Second?
Second, yep. Trying to hug the inside around this curb, try and run out. It does sharpen up a little bit there, so it can catch a few cars out. Obviously, you don't want to. He's obviously early apex there. That's really nice. I don't take that corner that good. Shane's doing well. And coming up into the last corner, I wonder if he goes into first. Yes, he does to help slow it down. It's high on the revs. Didn't run wide at all, and there's a lap.
Yeah, very cool. Thank you, Sean. I did my first hot lap last week, and it was horrible, and probably the worst.
You gotta start somewhere, mate.
The worst bit of SuperCars ZZ live streaming commentary that we've heard ever.
Could you bring up Shane White for us at the moment and go back to the gyro cam?
Shane White. Where is he?
Position 2 at the moment.
Oh, wow. And gyro.
He's looking way down the field for
I was.
No,
it's all good now.
Yep. So it'd be interesting to see where he comes out, because I've just been watching him the last few laps, and he's really been short shifting the that Merc and holding, not really dropping down to first gear much, letting it run through in second and rolling through the corner, so really smooth back on the acceleration out the other side. Lap time's still looking pretty good. His previous one was a 21.3. So yeah, just interested to see where that brings him back out in the order of things.
So bit of fuel saving going on.
Yeah, so if we see his previous stop there was for 22 seconds, so that's a full tank, and you consider that versus Shane McLeod, who we were on before, and his stop was 16 seconds, so 22 versus a 16.
Yeah, there we go. And Kyle George 16.9, Darren DeGraff 15.8. So you think he's fuel saving, so he doesn't need to come back in again?
I believe he'll be really trying to, or at least stretching it out as far as he can, and hopefully, so his last stop is a very so the last not quite. Yes, we are. Yeah. So
yeah, good point.
That took 24 minutes. So if he's been able to drag out that full tank to there's a good chance that he could roll through and not have to worry about doing a second stop like they did last week.
Yeah.
Shane told us last week that he was able to fuel save enough towards the end to get an extra lap in the bank. I think he said he crossed the line with about half a lap to remaining, so there was probably somewhere in the vicinity of about 3 litres on board, whereas his teammate who hadn't fuel saved had to take 4.5 litres just to get through to the end, and dropped him out of P5 down to 13.
So, yeah, pit stops are going to be one to watch towards the end of this 45-minute race tonight.
Yep.
Here at
That's
SuperCars NZ, brought to you by Allports Gaming and Direct Screens Tauranga. Very cool.
You bring up our movers and shakers again there, mate?
There we go.
Cool, cheers.
What's happening, Sean?
I was just clapping you for getting the race time right. Sorry. You not hear it? I thought it was quite loud.
I didn't quite hear it, sorry.
But the condescending slow clap, mate, is what it was.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
What else do you expect from me?
We just missed Shane White serving a slowdown after cutting through the S's there.
Oh, that'll save a bit of gas too.
Yeah.
Always looking on the positive side, eh, Wade?
Yeah, silver lining. But all that's doing is lengthening his, shortening the gap between him and Craig Mason, who's now up into 11th spot.
Yes.
Intervals,
So
he's not quite in the top 10 yet, but
I want to change my decision. I'm changing my decision.
What do you reckon? Come on.
It'll cost you $5 to start with.
What spot do you reckon he's going to finish in then? Call a number.
6. There you go.
Alright. 7.
Yeah, you don't reckon he'll pass Blake? Oh, Blake just up in the 5th spot. Just as I said that, that's so funny. Alright, here we go.
And the other Blake looking really good in the Property Edge entry, still sitting in 3rd, behind our P1 and 2 of Kyle George, and now Dion DeGraff in 2nd place.
So I was thinking about maybe we need to do random yellows.
Oh, just throw one then.
No, not tonight, but I believe if we do decide to do it, we let the drivers go,
massive pile up.
It's going to be a bit more action, isn't it? But we decide on what time, because it's a time race. We decide before the race, do a random time.
No, you've got it wrong. You've got it wrong. What we do is we set like 5 or 10 minute intervals, and we let the Wheel of Fortune decide, and then everyone at home can see that we've done it randomly.
Yes.
Yeah.
You could go yes or no. Should we throw a yellow and just have yes, no, yes, no, yes, no, yes, no, and then and we'll just let the Wheel of Fortune decide the fate of all these drivers who spend hours practicing for us just to do it on a Wheel of Fortune.
Yeah. Yes for a yes yellow, and then we'll do. And then we could do what lap? And we could just put it from like lap 5 to lap 30.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's funny.
And just pick a random number.
Could you put it up in in the corner of the stream, or does it have to take up the whole stream, like the little spinny wheel?
No. You can make it small.
That's a good idea. I think we'll do not tonight, but that's. I like how we come up with great ideas as we stream.
No, I'll work together with Doug during next week, and we'll we'll come up with the Wheel of Fortune, shall we?
I've got it. I've got it
we'll
here.
Just pull it out on the thing.
Send it to you on Facebook. You could do it right now.
And you know what we could do? We could do. Who gets a black flag and put all the car numbers?
and we'll put the names, and it'll be Craig, Shane, Craig, Shane, Craig, Shane, Craig, Shane.
Steve. That's the one Steve. That's funny.
Yeah, very good. Scott Pickering, you haven't seen much of him tonight. Obviously got a bit of race room around him, sitting in 18th spot. So we'll just have a look at this beast he's pulled out of the garage tonight.
Yeah, look at those green as wheels. Yeah. I'm sure that's supposed to go with some awesome Scott Pickering styled livery that looks like it's been had an affair with Poison Ivy and the Joker.
Oh, fish yawn, Sean.
Was it me?
Me.
You me? Did you hear me? Man, my mic is Whoa! I was just about to mock Doug about being a Marvel fan, but I got the wrong one.
No, I just made you tired instead.
No, you're right, mate. When you work as hard as I do,
Yeah.
it's supposed to be a joke.
Can you bring up the pit stops again there, Wayne, when you get a chance?
Yeah, no worries.
Because I just see Nick Mitchell in there for a second stop.
Okay.
And he's
Yes,
out
he is.
in 12 seconds, so I'm guessing he didn't look like he was likely to get through to the end on what he had, so he's gone and taken a splash of gas to get back up to the full tank number.
Yeah, so certainly big strategies tonight here. Well done with you and Shane sussing out the track and the fuel, and yeah, making it tricky for these guys.
Yeah, well, we just it's been a bit of it had a bit of a rocky start to the season. We obviously came up with a cool idea of sort of a tour of the world, you know, thinking of real life racing car drivers and with the economy of the world, and you hear about, you know, Formula Ones and stuff where they battle with the greenies, you know, wanting to use less carbon points as they travel around the world. So we did our best to graph out a tour of the world, which goes in a bit of a rotation, shortest route possible, and back home again. So
I thought you would have tried to burn as much fuel as you could. I mean, you know, this is.
Hey, we're trying to simulate real life as much as possible here at iRacing.
All right. What are
so
you
yes,
watching,
well,
Sean? Where are you, mate? Oh, right off. Jenkins crashed. Has he written it off?
Oh! So that's
Yeah,
great.
shit.
He
I
did
believe
great
that
to
was
get on the
what,
inside, and then just whoa! Just yeah, he did a really good job, but just like too much pace.
Yeah.
And that's what I love about the V8 supercars.
I
They
believe
don't do
that
that.
1, 2, 3,
with
4.
Marty Mitchell.
Lost 4 spots there. 4 or 5.
Thanks, Peter.
Alright, Blake, Shane McLeod in the pits. People coming in for their second pit stop. This is really
Yeah.
So the championship leader might drop out of first place after this. Do you think there, Doug?
We're Blake Dowdall, down
He's just taking the second
there,
spot.
and Craig Mason sitting there in 6th. I'll bring up the points and have a wee look at what the point margin is and see if I can make a bit of a guesstimate on the spot, because Blake Greenhall's sitting in 3rd over Craig Mason in 6th, so Blake obviously being 3rd in the championship points. It's certainly looking spicy.
Speaking of spicy, the KFC entry, Stuart Crawford, 11 herbs and spices, putting a bit of pressure on Matthew Gerard.
Yeah.
It is quite quick too. The old KFC, he's good out of the way there.
Yeah, she's getting a bit wobbly.
I'm going over this side. He's got a bit of pace, this fella, for sure. Ooh, there's a bit of blocking going on there, which is fine for now. But if it carries on for like a few laps, you sort of start raising eyebrows.
Yeah, battle for 8th spot, Matthew Gerard, Stuart Crawford.
Yeah, I'm just having a look through the names of in the top 10, and yeah, there's a few people that have certainly shaken up the points margins, what I can read at the moment. But yeah, the point gap between Blake and Craig was only about 35 points.
Yeah.
So looking at where they are at the moment, they're probably going to be near equal, I would say. Maybe Craig up into 1st with about a 10-point margin over Blake Dowdall.
There's a heap of blocking going on here, eh?
Yeah.
There's a heap of blocking.
Yeah, he's gonna give him the friendly tap.
Yeah, you might get the friendly, get the F out of the way, mate.
Oh, the Macca tap, yeah. Are we still calling it that or not? We are.
You know, this car off here.
Darren
I
Lobb.
think that was
Darren Lobb
Darren
off
Lobb.
track.
Yeah,
Let's have a look,
making
see what there.
sandcastles.
And
Oh,
he's
just
parked there.
yeah,
He's not
Okay.
moving.
yeah. He didn't want to clip
The car.
down the grass. So
Yeah.
well done.
Darren's just got out of the car and walked away off to the wall. He's left the car parked there in the sand. We might have to throw a yellow. Car
Yeah,
parked
well,
unsafe in the grass.
unsafe in the grass. Yeah, all right. Let's throw that yellow.
Because then Craig's going to get another spot, and I picked 6th.
Mason, there he is.
And
Yeah.
Shane, I don't think Shane White will be too impressed.
No, you can imagine he would be finding a way of jumping up into the broadcasting lounge to expletively know his displeasure.
Yeah, Shane White and
Actually,
Mackenzie.
I'm just going to ask him.
Yeah.
What? Just as he's got 2 guys.
Yeah, 3 poor car.
Yeah.
Is he in a battle? Oh, he's in a battle now. Leave him alone.
Yeah.
He's got a lot going on. There's under 10 minutes to go.
He's got certainly got Scott
Yeah,
McKenzie.
but remember,
and he
fuel,
knows Craig
he's fuel
Mason's
saving.
fast too.
Go back on board with Shane and see if he's still short shifting down the straightaway here.
Alright, let's have a look.
I don't
Oh
think he would
yeah,
have
no,
to.
not
There's
quite
a
the
little.
red line. Not quite
And
the
see,
red line.
He's
But
not
he shouldn't have to if he's over halfway when he first pitted and filled up the tank.
It depends on
yeah.
how much he saved in the first half, though.
And see, shortened to second.
Yeah, it'd be
He's
interesting.
giving it the herbs through there, though.
Right, let's have a look at pit stops. So, only person to make 2 in the top 10 is Blake so far. So, yeah.
Yeah.
Certainly
And
interesting to see how this
is
race
Blake
pans
with
out.
anyone around him at the moment? Blake Dowdle?
Blake Dowdle, let's have a look. Yeah, so Matthew Gerard just in front of him.
Oh, yeah.
And Jonathan Turner, he's quite a way back, but certainly very close to Matthew Gerard.
Yeah, cool. Interesting, eh, how it all just plays out. And going back to what we were saying earlier about how Shane and I set it up, that this is what we wanted from it, is we were trying to find what would be right on the borderline of being able to make to keep it away from a 2-stop race into possibly a 1-stop race. So there's the guys that are going balls to the wall that can't save. They're going to have to take 2, but they're just going to have to keep acing those laps, lap after lap after lap.
Hold on, Shane White, Craig Mason.
Man, look at him.
I think he was
Craig
a
on
crash.
charge. Yeah.
You wanna give us a on board of Craig Mason hot lap, Sean?
Oh, it was Shane in front.
You're allowed to mock him as much as you like. Alright.
Yeah, well, and you look at Craig certainly not saving any fuel.
So the car in front, the sponsor's too tight to give him winning bonuses. That's why
Give
he
him
goes
gas. I'm not gonna let him
Um,
pit again because he can't afford the gas.
I wonder if he'll block like the other car was blocking. I
He's
don't
parked
know
in
who
the
that
middle of the
was.
track.
No, don't worry. Craig is going to get him. I just don't think Shane's going to give him
Will he
much
park
room.
it in the middle of the track again through here? Not quite.
He's going to watch.
These two actually came together during the practice race yesterday. Craig fired it down the inside of Shane going through the S's under the bridge, and Shane wasn't happy about it, and then about 5 laps later Dion did the same thing. So it wasn't Shane's night, so we'll see how him and Craig get along coming through turns 2, 3 and 4 in a second.
Yeah, so under the bridge is between 1 and 2. I'm guessing this bit here.
So this is, turn 1 under the bridge.
How's that deal looking, Dion?
Yeah, and then turn 2 here, and
Yeah, I
then
just
Craig
said
fired
that.
it down the inside of him here.
Just had Blake Greenhill asking how Dion DeGraaf's fuel burns going. So Blake Greenhill in 3rd spot.
Gaining on Dion.
Yeah,
Yeah.
chasing down Dion. That's obviously fuel saving, and Blake Greenhill aiming for 2nd spot there. So
But
Be
it's a bit of
interesting.
mind games. It's a bit of mind
Yeah.
games, don't you think?
Yeah,
That's
Dion
right,
may be
'cause-
saving
yeah.
to stop that second spot, and Blake's
That's
probably thinking he's gaining and gonna catch him. But
I really hope
Yeah,
you
but
make
then
it, mate.
yeah,
then Blake might be trying to do the old reversey out and go, shit, I don't have enough. I've got to keep pushing and try and get as close as possible to go for that second stop.
Yeah,
Oh,
there's talker. There's talk.
oh, very good, very good.
Man of the match so far, Kyle George, nearly 12 and a half seconds clear of the field.
Oh yeah, but
MRX
that's just a
MRX
big
entry.
yawn at SuperCars NZ. I think he
Yeah.
did that for about 5 seasons, didn't he, Sean?
We do. Well, at least the first 3.
Yeah. Nah, I love you, Kyle.
I'm
Awesome
on E
racing,
for
man.
enough,
But
mate.
yeah.
Do they have? And you guys put an instant limit on your races?
Yep, there was.
What was it? Let's have a look.
20.
20. Oh, okay.
Mate,
So we got some 15s and 16s.
Yep.
A 19 by Nick Mitchell 3.
Yep.
Woo! That's it.
And-
That's the exciting bit. So
Yeah.
great. I think these cars are so slow. That's why you can't really go off track.
Do you want to hear the ones that are in the zeros?
I can sort that out.
Jared
A
Nicholson,
lot of them. Yeah. Dane,
Dane Northburn,
Blake,
Wayne,
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 Wayne.
Wayne
Race
Bloor.
control.
Yeah.
Yeah. Race
Sean
control.
Macker.
not Wayne.
Dane.
So looking at that, Blake Greenhall would be our points winner at the moment of that because he's the one furthest up
At the
the
front.
field on zero. The next would be Jared Eccleston, who's up 11 positions into 6th spot. And Blake Greenhall currently all over the back of Dion.
Yeah, Dion fuel saving. This will be interesting and very interesting to see how this pans out.
Yeah, let's see. The time counter left is showing 3 minutes, so I imagine there's only going to be another 2 laps after they come round.
Is Kyle George still racing? Oh yeah, okay. Sorry,
Is he?
Kyle.
Yeah.
MRX.
Yeah, he's up there. Well done.
Yeah, no, very cool, Kyle. We will remove all of your points because obviously you're not turning up every week and racing for the championship, but obviously showing a bit of strength in SuperCars NZ. So well done.
Blake is doing his best to bully Dion. He's riding him. He's jinking left and right. Have a look on the rear view camera of Dion's car at this.
We'll probably keep his points, Wayne, because we got 3 drop
Oh yeah,
rounds
of course. Yeah, totally.
this one. So
Oh yeah, good point.
yeah. So he's only like 1 round behind.
Blake
So,
coming in
anyway.
shallow. Getting the wide rod. Drafting on. TV2 cam, bring it on. Blocking for turn 1.
Hope he gets him on the last corner of the last lap.
Oh! Blake nearly had the overlap coming into turn 2 and he's backed it up just a little bit coming through these S's. It's a very easy spot to lose the rear of the car coming up over the undulations through there. Blake just back onto the draft again and deep under brakes to close in that margin on Dion again. He had a good run at him out under here through under the bridge. Yeah, he's got the run. Will he be able to make a jink into him coming into there? Yeah, Dion's given it to him.
Yeah, well,
Dion not going to be able to maintain the pace, and he thought maybe I could get a wee bit of fuel saving getting in behind Blake there.
yeah,
Get through to the end.
be very interesting. We've either predicted it totally wrong, and this is how they're going to finish. If so, well done to Blake. But Dion's
one
coming
name-
in the pits.
Yeah,
Dion's
and
coming in
another
the
name
pits.
that's fallen down the order a wee bit is Craig Mason,
Too tight.
sitting in 8th.
Oh,
Yeah,
Makes it interesting, mate.
still top 10. Mate.
So we've got Dion in there, Jared Eccleston in pit lane, Bill sitting in there currently.
Yeah, Cole Taylor had an incident earlier on. I'm assuming he hasn't come back out. Yeah.
Bill and Dion going for the drag race for the green cone.
Pit stops, Dion DeGraaf, Blake.
Yeah. Dion just come out in front of Blake Dowdle. Shane White up into 3rd spot as we come into the final lap.
Yeah, let's see what his fuel savings done here, eh?
And look how close Blake is on him.
Yeah.
I think it's not Blake, is it? On Shane White.
No, it
No.
shouldn't be.
Nah,
Oh,
there's quite a big gap there. But yeah, it'd be interesting to see if Blake makes it to the finish after that massive charge on Dion de Graaf and shooting through to take 2nd spot. So yeah, alright, race. We've got the checkered flag,
Well
so there
done.
we
That is it.
go. Kyle George.
MRX. Well done.
Yeah, Blake Greenhill.
Yep.
Property
Awesome.
Edge. Still not
Well
quite
done.
made it over the line yet.
No, they're coming around now. Shane White's just coming up past pit lane entry.
There, fellas, number 420.
Yeah.
And what's your car number, Marky?
Shane White,
He's no
3rd
race control,
spot, podium. Lucky I didn't say to him, I'll give you some money if you end up on podium.
Yeah, I'll bring him up and you can let him know the good news.
Scott McKenzie, Craig Mason, 7th spot. Very close, Macca, very close, mate, with your Craig Mason prediction.
Is that Shane White's best result again? A 3rd again in the championship.
I'd say so. Matthew
Yeah,
Gerard,
well done.
Jonathan Turner, Shane Mitchell. Yeah, I paid extra for some what do they call them? Macros. Yeah. Nick Mitchell.
Did we want to bring Blake Greenhill up for a hoorah quickly before the end?
Yeah, can't hurt. Scott Pickering,
Only
Mark
probably
Wright,
6 litres,
14th.
though.
Should be looking
G'day,
at the gains.
Blake.
Good evening, fellas.
Well done.
I can't believe it.
Oh, Dion de Graaf, eh? Had to shoot in for the little shot of
About
gas.
a lap, mate. Half a lap.
Yeah. I hear he wasn't happy. He wasn't happy with having to save so much gas. How did you do it? How did you save?
Oh, I
You guys
was.
are getting an extra 4 or 5 litres out of your tank of fuel compared to any other car.
I was rolling out the whole race, though, mate. I think that's what made the difference.
And so was Shane White.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Shane White was saving in
in
the.
racing if we could actually stand on it.
Alright, we're on the stream. Sean, you want to round it up, man?
How was the call, fellas?
Yeah, it was good. It was good. Yeah, it wasn't bad. So, there was a bit of action. I think we enjoyed it. I think Doug wasn't left out too much. I don't think so. He enjoyed it too. Hey, Doug.
I was here.
Come on, Dan, you should know better,
Yeah.
mate.
Quietly in the
Yeah.
background.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Alright, wind it up, Macca. Let's go.
I would love to. These guys are just talking so much. I just want to turn them down, and then now I can talk. So there we go. Thank you for coming along, you two. Thanks to Doug and Wayne. Big thanks to Allports and Direct Screens from Mike Limbrick. Appreciate your support, mate. It's been fun. That was round 4, I think. Hey, Doug.
Certainly was.
It was round 4, so we're about a third of the way through the season, so still lots of racing to go. Do you know the track for next week? Because this is something I should always look into, and I never do.
Yeah.
So
we head over to Europe. So we're heading into Europe, and I believe we are heading to Hungaroring as our first one.
Yes.
And then the track after that follows is I believe Zolder.
I like Zelda.
You love that track, don't you, Sean?
Yeah, man, that's
Yeah,
a cool track. That's a cool track.
So
Not so much the other one.
that's going to be our Europe feature before we head into the UK.
Yes.
Alright.
It was awesome. So yeah, so thank you for joining us. Hope you enjoyed it. Any feedback's good feedback. Just head it towards Doug, not me. And thank you.